What's up, guys? It's your boy Darkskin, and today we're going to be talking about Saki Fuwa. Now, I know I've been making a lot of Saki Fuwa videos, but she has a lot going on with her kit, with her offensive stance and her defensive stance. And shout out to the guy in my comment section that was like, hey DS, really love the content. Saki Fuwa looks great, but where is Tank Saki Fuwa? So I decided to go ahead and make a Tank Saki Fuwa video going over what she does, because I know there's going to be a lot of people that do want to get her just to be a tank player, because her and Meryl are going to pair really well together as far as if you want to be a tank player. That's probably going to be the best tank combo in the game, simply because Mark isn't coming. So Saki Fuwa, Meryl is probably going to be the best tank combo in the game, because they're both going to be ice, they're both going to have ice resistance, they're both going to be able to give you frost resonance. Or not both of them, but since you have two ice on the team, you get frost resonance, which gives you increased frost damage, etc, etc. And then you can just add a third to the team if you want it to be Frigg or whoever else, right? So really good as far as all that. You can add Lynn to this team, which will allow Lynn to get the ice element inside of her Moonlight domain. So there's multiple different things you can do, but I wanted to go ahead and talk about it. So like I said, we're not going over her offensive stance. I'm not going to go over dupes. I've went over dupes multiple times. If you guys want to go look at the dupes, you can, and I don't have dupes on CN, so this doesn't matter anyway. But the main two differences that Saki Fuwa has when she has the Fortitude Resonance, or the tank passive resonance, whatever you want to call it, is going to be her hold attack, which instead of her doing the AoE spin slashes, she goes into a defensive stance, right? And long press the attack button to keep the momentum, release the attack button to deal 127 of attack plus 7% damage to the target. If you are attacked while the skill is casting, block damage equal to 20% of your maximum HP. This has no cooldown. So let's say you're the tank player, the enemies are attacking you, etc, etc. What you want to do is use this as much as you can to block the damage while you are tanking for your team. That way you can stay alive as long as possible, and you won't die, because if the tank dies, they're going to be hitting the DPSs and the healer, and you don't want that to happen. Moving on, we're going to go ahead and talk about her skill. Now we're going to be talking about the defensive side of the skill, not the offensive side. Offensive side, she does the chain dashing, comes back, slash, that thing. Anyway, but the defensive one, enter a charging state for up to 3 seconds. While charging, continuously taunt surrounding targets and absorb damage up to 60% of max HP. So keep in mind, whenever she does this, she's taunting every enemy in the area. Really good move. When charging ends, deal frost damage based on damage absorbed. So she can potentially do a lot of damage if you are tanking a lot of damage, which, if you're fighting bosses or a whole bunch of enemies, you probably will. So this is going to be a really good thing for her also. When charging ends, deal frost damage based on damage absorbed equal to 850% of frost attack plus 50% times amount of damage absorbed. So like I said, it's going to do a lot of damage if you tank a lot of damage. Then 20% of the amount that is not used is converted into health. Cooldown 30 seconds. So you have a massive heal. Like, you got to realize 20% is a lot, especially if you're taking it from the number of the 850 times the frost attack plus 50% of damage dealt, right? Like, that's going to be a very big amount of damage absorbed. So anyway, that is pretty much what the move does. You can look at the passive of the move too. After the Shadow Sword unleashes Surge, gain 3 block charges that last for 10 seconds and blocking up to 15% of max HP. Each successful block deals counterattack damage equal to 450% of frost attack. Increase Surge's shatter by 100% and grant it a taunting effect. So this is going to be a passive for her as well after she uses her move, where she basically gets this I believe it's the shield, and the shield will basically do everything that I just read to you there. Yeah, so that is everything on Saki. We're gonna go ahead and get into some gameplay a little bit, so I can show you guys exactly what it looks like. Showing you guys some gameplay. This is the hold attack in her offensive stance. It doesn't matter if you use it in the middle of the combo, that's what she does. But if we switch her over to the defensive stance, her hold attack becomes this right here. And like I said, she will just sit here and charge and charge and charge. And you can pretty much sit here for a very long time if you want to. If you let go, she does a slash. Or if you get hit, she will get hit but it will block, what, 20% of your max HP damage. So it's going to be a really good move for you to do just to block damage. Very, very nice move for you to just block damage whenever you need to block damage. Now, moving on to her skill. As you guys will see right here, she's going to go into a defensive stance, and you hold it, and as you guys can see, she'll just be blocking damage, and then she'll eventually dish out damage. And once she dishes out the damage, it'll be based off of all of that stuff. You know, the amount of damage absorbed, frost attack, blah, blah, blah. Really, really cool character as far as a tank goes. Like I said, a lot of people are probably going to be running her as a tank. And if you do, I just think that she's very, very good. Now, I want to go ahead and show you guys some more gameplay that I already have pre-recorded so you guys can see some of her stuff in the fight. Looking at some more of the gameplay right here, you'll see, you know, you'll see the damage not getting taken. Because right now I've taken damage, right? If you look at my health bar, you'll see that I've taken some damage. But whenever you go over there, you can go into the stance and it will block damage. As you can see, I got knocked back, but I didn't take any damage. So it's going to be a really, really cool thing for you to use on her charge attack. And this is her one ability. And then after, as you guys see, I healed up. So she has a lot of sustainability. She has a lot of damage reduction. She has a lot of ways to keep herself alive while taunting the enemy. So she's keeping the enemy off of your teammates, whoever that may be. So yeah, Tank Saki, really cool character. Like I said, I'm going to be getting Saki, so I'm probably going to make some tank gameplays. I'm gonna make all types of videos, so y'all ain't gotta worry about that. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down below, tell me what you guys think in the comment section. With that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.